They say the dead don't rest easy in some places. In the shadows of cracked tombstones and beneath the cold earth, whispers echo, shadows move, and eyes, unseen, watch. Tonight, we journey into America's most haunted cemeteries. Places where death isn't the end, but only the beginning. Dare to enter? One, St. Louis Cemetery. Number 1, New Orleans, Louisiana. Hidden behind crumbling walls and iron gates lies one of America's most haunted graveyards, St. Louis Cemetery Number 1, deep in the heart of New Orleans. Time-worn tombs lean like drunken ghosts, while Spanish moss sways without wind. But the true terror whispers from the tomb of Marie Laveau, the voodoo queen of New Orleans. Locals claim her spirit still roams these narrow paths, granting wishes or curses. Visitors report shadowy figures watching them, sudden chills despite the southern heat, and eerie voices speaking in forgotten tongues. Some even say if you draw 3 X's on her tomb and whisper your desire, she might make it come true. But always leave an offering, or risk her wrath. This isn't just a cemetery, it's a doorway. And once you step inside, something might follow you out forever. 2. Bachelors Grove Cemetery, Midlothian, Illinois. Tucked away in a shadowy patch of forest near Midlothian, Illinois, lies a forgotten place swallowed by silence and sorrow. Bachelors Grove Cemetery. Abandoned since the 1960s, this small graveyard has earned a chilling reputation as one of the most haunted places in America. Broken headstones lie scattered like bones, overgrown with weeds, as if nature itself is trying to erase its dark past. But the spirits here refuse to be forgotten. Witnesses speak of phantom figures in period clothing, vanishing lights dancing between the trees, and an old ghostly farmhouse that appears only to vanish without a trace. The most famous apparition? A woman in white cradling a phantom baby, sitting silently on a tombstone, weeping into the void. Others have encountered black dogs with glowing red eyes and spectral horses pulling a cart of the dead through the mist. Even paranormal experts report failing equipment and unexplained scratches on their bodies. Here, time is twisted, reality warps, and something ancient, something mournful, watches from the trees. Enter Bachelors Grove, and you might never feel alone again. 3. Resurrection Cemetery, Justice, Illinois. Along the lonely stretch of Archer Avenue in Justice, Illinois, lies Resurrection Cemetery, a resting place where one spirit refuses to sleep. Her name is Mary, but the world knows her as Resurrection Mary, the most famous vanishing hitchhiker in American ghost lore. For nearly a century, drivers have claimed to see a beautiful young woman in a white dress walking the roadside at night. Her face pale, her eyes distant, lost in time. They offer her a ride. She silently nods, enters the car, and vanishes before they reach the cemetery gates. Some swear they've even danced with her at local ballrooms, only for her to disappear when they drive past her grave. Behind the cemetery's wrought iron gates, claw marks have mysteriously appeared, believed to be hers, trying to escape. Locals whisper that she died in a car accident after a night of dancing in the 1930s, and she's been trying to find her way home ever since. Step too close to her grave, and you may feel her icy breath, or glimpse her through your rearview mirror, sitting silently in the back seat. At Resurrection Cemetery, the dead don't just haunt dreams, they hitchhike straight into reality. 4. Howard Street Cemetery, Salem, Massachusetts. Beneath the fog-drenched skies of Salem, Massachusetts, Hidden among twisted trees and cracked stone lies the cursed ground of Howard Street Cemetery, a place forever stained by blood and betrayal. In 1692, during the infamous Salem witch trials, an innocent man named Giles Corey was pressed to death with heavy stones on this very soil. His only crime? Refusing to confess to witchcraft. With his final breath, he cursed the town of Salem, and that curse still lingers. Witnesses claim to see Corey's shadow walking between gravestones, his face gaunt, his mouth silently screaming. On nights before tragedy strikes the town, his ghost is said to appear, warning those who dare to look. The air here feels thick, as if the ground itself remembers the injustice. EVP recordings pick up moans and chilling whispers, while cold spots linger even in summer heat. Paranormal investigators report equipment failures and sudden feelings of dread. Some say the curse of Giles Corey continues to claim lives, especially among Salem's sheriffs, many of whom died mysteriously, just as he swore they would. At Howard Street Cemetery, justice was buried alive, and the echoes of that horror still rise from the earth. Five, Hollywood Forever Cemetery, Los Angeles, California. Nestled in the heart of Los Angeles, Hollywood Forever Cemetery is not just a resting place for the stars. It's a haunted sanctuary of the dead. This iconic cemetery, established in 1899, holds the remains of countless celebrities, but it also guards a dark secret. As the night falls, the whispers of restless souls echo through the grounds. Visitors have reported eerie sightings, flickering lights, cold winds, and the unmistakable feeling of being watched. Some say the spirit of Rudolph Valentino, the silent film icon, roams the cemetery, still mourning the love he lost. Others speak of strange occurrences near the graves of musicians like Johnny Ramone, where shadows seem to move without a source. The most chilling stories are told about the mausoleum, where late-night visitors have encountered flickering candles and sudden, unexplained drops in temperature. Hollywood Forever Cemetery isn't just a burial site. It's a place where the past lingers in the present, forever trapped in its chilling embrace. Enter if you dare, but remember, the dead here are never truly gone. Six, Union Cemetery, Easton, Connecticut. Union Cemetery in Easton, Connecticut, is a place where the veil between the living and the dead is dangerously thin. This historic burial ground, dating back to the 1800s, has become notorious for its chilling hauntings. At night, a mysterious figure known as the White Lady is said to appear, her ghostly form drifting silently through the cemetery, her glowing white dress a stark contrast to the dark, desolate surroundings. Many who have dared to visit claim to feel a sudden, oppressive weight in the air, as though the very earth beneath them is alive with restless spirits. Strange sounds, whispers, footsteps, and even the clinking of chains haunt the cemetery after dusk. The most terrifying tales surround the cemetery's oldest section, where graves remain undisturbed for centuries. Yet something stirs beneath the surface. Union Cemetery is not just a final resting place. It is a doorway to the other side, where the dead refuse to stay silent. Dare to walk its grounds, and you may never leave the same. Seven, Greenwood Cemetery, Decatur, Illinois. Greenwood Cemetery in Decatur, Illinois, is a place where death and darkness collide. Established in 1857, it holds the remains of many, but some souls never seem to rest. As night falls, the cemetery becomes a labyrinth of shadows, where eerie figures drift among the tombstones. One of the most chilling legends is of a mysterious woman in black, seen wandering the grounds with a sorrowful expression, her eyes hollow with grief. Some say she searches for her lost child, her mournful cries carried on the wind. But the real terror lies in the cemetery's oldest sections, where strange lights flicker and a sense of unease fills the air. Visitors claim to feel cold hands brushing their skin or hear whispers that seem to come from nowhere. The spirits of Greenwood Cemetery are restless, trapped between the world of the living and the dead. A visit here is a brush with the unknown, one that may leave you questioning whether you've truly left at all. Eight, Old Western Burial Ground, Baltimore, Maryland. The Old Western Burial Ground in Baltimore, Maryland, is a place where the dead refuse to stay buried. This ancient cemetery, dating back to 1787, is not just a final resting place, but a realm of restless spirits. As twilight falls, a sense of dread envelops the grounds. The most haunting tale is of a spectral figure, a tall, dark shadow that appears to walk between the gravestones, vanishing just as quickly as it emerges. Those brave enough to visit claim to hear the unmistakable sound of chains dragging across the ground, echoing through the still air. The atmosphere grows heavier as you approach the oldest tombs, where reports of disembodied voices and cold gusts of wind leave visitors frozen in fear. With its rich history and eerie tales, the Old Western Burial Ground is a reminder that some spirits are never truly at peace. Those who enter may leave with more than they bargained for, an unsettling presence that lingers long after they've gone. Nine, Boot Hill Cemetery, Tombstone, Arizona. Boot Hill Cemetery in Tombstone, Arizona, is where the Wild West's deadliest stories come to rest. This infamous graveyard, dating back to the late 1800s, is the final home to gunfighters, outlaws, and lawmen, their violent ends forever etched into the dusty earth. As night descends, the eerie silence of the cemetery is broken only by the sound of a distant wind that seems to carry whispers of the past. Visitors claim to see shadowy figures, ghostly cowboys and gunslingers, standing guard over the graves of their fallen comrades. The most chilling accounts describe a sudden drop in temperature, followed by the feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. Some say the spirits of men like Billy Clanton and Frank McLaury still haunt the cemetery, reliving their last moments in a violent shootout. Boot Hill is a place where history never rests, and the spirits of the dead linger, forever bound to the land where they met their bloody fate. It's a visit that might leave you wondering if some ghosts never truly fade away. 10. Forest Lawn Cemetery, Buffalo, New York. Forest Lawn Cemetery in Buffalo, New York, is a place where the past refuses to stay buried. Established in 1849, it's a tranquil resting ground by day, but as night falls, it transforms into a chilling sanctuary for the restless dead. Visitors report hearing eerie whispers on the wind and the sound of footsteps trailing behind them, though no one is there. The most unsettling sightings are of figures draped in shadow, drifting between the tombstones, their forms vanishing as quickly as they appear. The cemetery's towering monuments and winding paths seem to play tricks on the mind, warping in the moonlight, creating the sense of being trapped in a world between the living and the dead. Some claim the spirits of the buried still walk these grounds, including that of a young woman who wanders, searching for her lost love, her faint cries echoing through the night. Forest Lawn Cemetery may appear peaceful, but beneath its quiet exterior lies a haunting reminder that some souls are unwilling to let go. So, would you walk these paths alone at midnight, or leave before the sun sets, just to be safe? Let us know which haunted graveyard chilled your spine the most. And if you ever visit one, remember, the dead might be dying to meet you. Subscribe for more, if you're brave enough. Until next time, don't look behind you.